All right, welcome to Bloom in Full Color on Christmas Eve. I think is when we're dropping this. Myself, Jennifer, I got PJ, I got Adam. We're talking about our worst Christmas gifts. Just for
Christmas,
a little bit of entertainment.
We thought we'd be edgy today.
Also, you're going to open presents today and tomorrow with your families and loved ones or whoever, or the guy downstairs or your neighbor, your boyfriend. I don't care. Doesn't matter. It could be you and your dog opening presents together and you bought everything and you picked it out. Good for you. You didn't pick a crappy present. But maybe we can help guide you to not dislike your presents so much.
Or we can justify the frown on your face when you open that gift.
There's that.
Socks
Feels so
again?
Hey, as we were talking.
Again, PJ, socks are sacred as gifts. Any time of year, socks are a sacred gift, as long as they're the right size. I mean,
yeah. Well, and then there's shitty socks.
Yeah, like the TJ Maxx, novelty socks.
they're
the first pull,
cheaply made.
Yeah.
That's like a 5 thread count.
Yeah, and you put it on, your toe gets stuck somewhere, like caught on something.
Or
yeah,
the no seams that 2 seconds after you put it on is in your toe.
Quality, fitting
Overclocked.
socks are always a good gift.
Use the
That's
proper words.
not on my
Hosiery.
list.
Use the right words. Hosiery. Quality hosiery.
I love
They're
that
called
we get
Hoosiers.
Hoosier, I'm sorry.
we get
Iowa fan, I don't
paid to bullshit like this, and it's absolutely delightful.
All right,
Okay.
Jennifer, you're going first.
My worst gift. So I've been trying to think about this because we do pretty good gifts in my family because we usually pick somebody and you throw all your eggs in that basket. And because I know my father does not listen to this podcast, I can tell you his birthday, to a point that we made in last week's podcast, his birthday's right after Christmas, January 7th. So this year we have $100 limit in my family. He wanted a Bluetooth speaker for
The shop.
one of his places. And, it's an inside, it'll stay stationary. Well, for $100, I'm not going to get a very good one. So I threw $200 at it because it's also going to be his birthday. So that's how kind of we do it. But some gifts, like, okay, I'm a female with an ever-changing shape. That is the nicest way to say it. You're
that
welcome,
was very
ladies.
politically correct.
Very ever-changing shape, depending on the day, my water intake, salt retention, hormones. God only knows, okay? Or just too many freaking cookies at the end of the day. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But don't ever give me clothes. Like, give me socks. Totally fine. My feet don't change. They might get puffy, but they'll still fit. But don't buy me shirts.
Why would anybody buy a female, unless your wife specifically goes, go buy me a shirt? Why would...
Don't you remember the generation when grandparents were giving everyone clothes from like Macy's and like the white box?
Oh yeah, with the tissue paper.
I do remember.
No, I will qualify
this.
this.
If you knew
to
that
say,
shape, you were like, fuck, it's clothes.
Yeah, like the certain boxes.
There'll be no
under the
PlayStation
table.
in that box.
Absolutely.
That's a
Absolutely.
sweater from grandma again.
Yep. Well,
Or
and
something she knitted.
As a kid, clothes, like, you're so disappointed to get clothes, but as an adult, do not give me clothes.
Okay.
Unless I've asked for specific clothes.
journal.
You don't give me clothes. You don't give me clothes.
We gotta give you the gift of friendship.
Well, and it was
presents.
like, yes, that's very true. Like, 1 year from someone, I got just shirts. Well, they were very pleased because they were my color palette, but they had bought them somewhere where none of the seams actually fell on my body in a way. So I never wore them. I was just like, this is the worst.
Had a Tommy Boy
gift.
moment.
Well, I don't know. Like,
You're supposed to put your arm in the
fine.
armhole and your head in the nick hole.
I
You know
did
that, right?
but the seam shouldn't go from my armpit to my belly button for any reason whatsoever. And they were a deal. The person was trying to cover multiple people. I get it. Just don't.
Interesting.
That's well. And then I would speak to White Elephant. I still have 2 toilet shot glasses I got last year, and it's sitting in a place that I'm like, I'm wrapping that for White Elephant
You
and
totally
giving
should.
it right back away. So that's
What a
just
great
how
idea.
it's
That
going.
should show up every year.
No, that is not what my white
we
elephant
should clarify,
is. But...
white elephant gifts don't count as
No,
the
white elephants
crappiest.
totally don't get
Yeah.
count, but
That's the
actively
intention.
trying to find
Yeah,
shitty
exactly.
presents for a white elephant. So,
or liquor bottles, which
is
also
that's what I
works.
brought. That's
Yeah,
easy.
or
Yeah.
you go to Adam and Steve's on Blue Lake.
Although
Sorry, that's
my
Adam and Eve for those who don't call it Adam and Steve's. And you get something ridiculous and very off-putting. So I may or may not know that might
Good
happen
idea.
at our Christmas
Oh.
party. And it is not me.
Yay.
It is not me, but I might know about it.
Yay!
So, yeah, total side
All
note.
right, PJ.
We got into a scrap one. So let me dial back. I can't come up with a single bad gift, and I'll tell you why. I was raised in a religion that got no Christmas at all.
Oh,
That's right.
So
Jehovah's
once,
Witness?
yes. So
Yeah, you're
once you get to
you were
that level in
raised-
your life, like I'll
no
take
wonder
socks
you're a
and
sarcastic
be
asshole of a comedian.
honest to gosh, yeah. So in my house, though, our rule is if it helps my life, bring it. Right? I bought a vacuum cleaner for my wife one year.
Utility.
Hold on.
So-
Literally almost came to blows with some friends who were like, I would punch my husband in the Peter if he bought me a vacuum for Christmas.
I was trying to think if like a vacuum cleaner was a terrible gift. I would be so freaking excited.
My wife
about
said
a
the same. She
brand
goes,
new
There was a
anything
nice,
you buy
like,
me to
Shark
help me.
or
Yeah.
That's
Dyson.
exactly right. My wife's rules, if you bought it to help me, I don't care what, bring it. Right? That's my wife. So
Yeah.
I was fine. Her friend is like, I'm taking your husband out back and shanking him right now
Yeah,
for
right
you.
now.
What
for
Right
a
you.
now.
misogynist.
So, right? And our family was never like we're told. If it helps your life, I don't care if it's a microwave, a vacuum. She don't look at it like that. It's not, hey, woman, clean something. That's not that's not what it's for. It's your vacuum's a piece of crap. Here's a new one, basically.
I can think of a worse, one other worse gift
Than a vacuum.
than any of the things we've mentioned, like a subscription or a membership to like Weight Watchers.
Oh.
Like I know people who would do something like that. Like, I'll just say it. What the fuck?
Oh, that hurt.
Okay,
Yeah.
so hold on. Are we
Right.
actively looking for shitty gifts? Because I have one for you
Okay,
guys.
let's hear it.
So
we'll peel off
somebody
to Adam.
attempted to piss off my son one year by signing him up for CatFax. CatFax will send you a text about this long every day with the stupidest cat facts. It comes twice a day, every day, all day. So every day he was getting cat
me
facts.
knowing your son,
Oh
who
my
he would
God.
love that.
We are not cat people. We don't do cats. So that was like a perfect, like, yeah. So he got him back. He just started putting ads on Facebook and giving this guy's number. Like, are you selling that used love doll? Like everything he could think of was all on Facebook and Craigslist with this guy's number.
Oh,
Right. So he spent like 3 months just doing
Totals-
ads. The guy finally's like, I took you off CatFax. Will you please stop putting him on Facebook or Craigslist? So there's a bad one.
I
sort of on
saw
purpose.
I saw this video 2 days ago that was like how petty are you? And this guy gets on and he's like, so did you know on Amazon you can buy this bag of keys, and it's just all sorts of keys that don't go to anything, and then you get these little key labels and you find your worst enemy and you write their name and their phone number and you take them all over town and drop them with a key with their name, and this person gets calls for years.
Oh yeah, because keys are sacred.
That's pretty solid.
And nobody knows who did it.
My buddy used to do it. He goes,
Oh,
you know those weird remote controls you end up in your house? You don't know what, save them. Don't you get rid of them. And you take them to your buddy's house, who's the
And you
big
leave
tech
'em?
guy, and you leave them and watch their head explode for months. What the hell does this remote go to? Like my buddy would say, everyone, he'd be like, don't you throw that away. That's sacred. And he would save the remotes to torture people.
Oh, we are going off topic.
Yeah,
It's
hey,
lovely.
no, we're not. Not
This
even
is
more
bad
than
gifts.
usual.
These are bad gifts. So
Okay. I guess it's my turn.
it is
Yes.
totally your turn.
Oh my god. Okay, I can't believe I'm gonna air this.
Oh,
I
the dirt's
really
a-flying.
pray this is not what makes us viral. Okay,
This is the one that gets a million.
Kevin, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I don't know who that is, so we're safe.
He's an ex.
Names have
And-
been changed to protect
Oh,
the innocent.
No,
What's the
not
matter
at
with
all.
you?
That's a direct apology because if he ever hears this, he needs to know. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, that's all right. And there's a lot of Kevins in the world, so don't worry.
Okay.
My father is a Kevin, so
Yeah,
It might have been
I
him.
like Kevin Moss.
Yeah.
There's a couple of other Kevins
Yeah.
I like, but and he is.
I
included,
guess
but
Kevin is the equivalent of Karen for men.
it
I
is
think
in
it's Greg.
Germany. In
I think it's
Germany,
Greg.
Kevin is what they call Karens.
And I thought it
Like,
was
really?
Gregory.
Yeah, they have this huge cultural thing. Like if someone gets called a Kevin, it's like this.
No,
really
Kevin, you can't see the
condescending-
manager.
Really?
Yes,
See,
and it is a
I
joke
thought
at Americans.
Do you want to know what it is to me? Todd. Todd.
Sorry, Todd.
Sorry, I actually know some Todds I really like.
I do
So,
too.
but like when you say it like that, Todd, like I feel it's
Well,
like
if you
okay,
say anything
Karen.
like that, Kevin.
That's funny.
Well, and I remember that show that they had Russell Brand and the other chubby, short, funny guy, where he's like one of them's an artist, one of them's a handler, and he's like driving him all over, and there's all these parties, and there's like Gregory was another name.
Get him to the Greek.
Yeah. Get him to the Greek. That is a great
Oh, there
movie.
you go.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a random. Wow.
Wow,
Okay,
how you pulled that off?
Squirrel.
No idea.
We got 5 minutes
Wow,
left.
we're doing good.
Wow,
Okay, let's hear it.
This sweet soul thought he was being so
Sweet.
sweet. And
Qualify it.
Adam's
So-
still not over it, in case you're wondering.
I open this quite heavy box. Like heavy. Like, is this solid wood? Kind of question in my head as I'm
Heavy?
I should not drink while you're telling the
Well,
story.
it was
It's gonna
a
come out of my nose.
tractor sprinkler.
I love those things.
Why?
Okay, I know that. Because, and I quote,
Oh boy. I don't even know what to think here.
he saw me struggling out in the yard with my hoses, dragging them across the yard, across all my landscaping and whatever. Because I hand watered my garden. It was a rental. We didn't have a sprinkler system.
Panel
And
bending.
I still had the flower habit that you know I have. So I was hand watering my garden like every day or two, whatever, by hose. Like,
Yeah, normal.
you know, soak it 20 minutes, move it. Like I had alarm, like it was fine. So in light of that, he thought it would help me to get a tractor sprinkler
So it could cover the whole yard.
so that it was a hands-off thing, right? Well,
So it's
my
like a
landscape,
thoughtful
it was a
gift.
rental, right? So this lawn has been like annihilated by every pit bull imaginable, like just sinkholes and whatever's like everywhere. It's
Yeah.
just, you know, there's big bare patches.
Surface of the
It's-
moon, basically.
Yes. And those tractors work on like really nice, lush, thick turf. They have to
Smooth.
have something
Yes,
flat.
yes.
Well, at no point did we have that. So that thing never made it like more than
Just
a
dug on the
no.
side. They're
Yeah.
just blasting a hole in the dirt.
Exactly. So it was terrible because it just made me bitter a little bit because I was like, I can't even use this for like 4 more months. Like, and then I already knew. I was like, it's not gonna work.
Right.
Like it's just anyway.
You're gonna call AAA to get
The
the tractor out of your
intention
yard.
and the thought was very kind.
It was, and that's why I was reluctant to share it. But I was livid pissed. I was just like, are you kidding me? Because you know what? Those things are not cheap.
They are not. They're
That thing was
super
like
expensive.
$1.50.
I was gonna say 125. They're
Yeah.
crazy
If
expensive.
you just want to be like, do you have a gift receipt?
Yeah, exactly. Like
Oh wait, they don't give those at Tractor Supply stores.
no. Anyway,
so
that was
strange.
probably the only gift that I was ever just like, oh, you've got to be kidding me.
That's very funny.
But anyway, it was well intentioned. He hand painted it too, I should say.
Oh shit.
It was like he painted it this color, teal, which is
So it wasn't the ugly yellow and white that it comes in the box.
which
I
yeah,
have lusted after a few
tomato,
tractor
tomato.
sprinklers
But anyway,
in my day.
As
Okay.
an irrigation guy, I'm not
true.
surprised.
So I got one more
So that
good
would
bad
get
one for you.
PJ off.
I love
Like,
those
Okay.
things.
He would love a tractor
I fully
sprinkler.
irrigated my yard, so I don't need them, but I
Well,
like them.
in
I
my
really do.
bitterness, I left it with the rental when I moved out, frozen into a chunk of bark that it had got caught up in, and I just left it for the rest of
And
forever.
here you should live forever.
It might be there still. So
All right, one more good bad one.
Yeah,
I
go
heard it
ahead.
was 2 brothers. So the brother he wraps it up. It's all the good. He opens it up, and it is a package of batteries, and the card says "toy not included." I thought that is
That's pretty
strong to
clever.
the hoop for a couple brothers. Like I would appreciate that if I opened one of those for my
Well,
brother.
I also, for a child who's being a dickhead who you don't want to give coal to, you give them a toy with no batteries.
Okay, I like that.
And you let them open the toy, and then they have to earn their batteries back with good behavior.
I think we
Ooh,
did
that sounds
similar.
personal.
You buy him the phone,
Oh,
but you don't
sounds
turn
like
it on.
I might have been through this once or
all right,
twice.
we're gonna take this last
Oh,
80
yeah.
seconds to discuss
The 13
the
worst.
13
You list
worst
them off.
Christmas gifts.
Let's list them off.
1, self-help books.
Oh,
That's almost like a
I'll
Weight
bet you
Watch.
50
Weight
bucks
Watchers.
vacuum is on this list. I'll bet you.
I bet
I'll
you're
bet you it
close. I
is.
bet you're close.
2, keychains.
Ooh. Okay.
None
well,
of this sounds good, but
no.
3, photo frames. But I feel like I've got all of these before. Like,
Yeah.
these,
I
like
was
I
like,
can
photo
think
frame-
of like
Like my
specifics for
grandmother
every one of these.
loves pictures, and so she would totally as long
I
as
think
it's
frame.
as long
Some
as
of
it's
these are
not the
generational.
yeah.
4 is clocks.
Why would that be a bad
I've
gift?
never been gifted a clock.
Because you're watching time tick away.
I would love a good clock.
Right? That
For all of you people that know me, I wouldn't
seem
mind.
like a bad gift.
Analog, not this digital crap.
Yeah, with the
Okay,
hands.
number 5 is so important and relevant. Pets.
No, she
Oh,
never
never-
gift anybody an
never
animal.
give
not
each
give
other-
Never.
pets ever.
No.
Never.
Ever.
Unless
ever,
you
ever,
live in that
ever,
home
ever.
and you are going to take care of
At
it.
that
That is
point,
the
it's your pet. You didn't
Yeah.
give it as a
If
gift.
it
That
comes
is
with
different.
like the IOU, the care and nourishment of this creature for the rest of its life,
different.
then you can
Like,
gift
if
it.
we didn't sell plants, I'd say not even plants. If it's alive, don't give it to somebody as a gift.
I am into giving plants.
Well,
'Cause
we sort of should be since we sell
I
them.
only keep houseplants that were given to me. If I ever like get willy-nilly and buy a houseplant at Lowe's or
You gift
something
it to
or
somebody
here,
else?
I usually will end up giving that away
Nice.
because it's just when I do my spring cleaning of my houseplants, because I have to, I only keep the ones that were given.
He has
So
a,
that's a
he has
cool
a
thing.
plant
Anyway.
problem.
6 is pretty good. Statement mugs.
Hey.
I like a good statement mug.
We
As
have a
long
cupboard
as
full of your
it's-
statement
Yeah.
mugs.
Yeah, a
How much
big
do you
cupboard.
like them?
Yeah, okay. Point taken. Point taken.
7, anything that's obviously a regift. I-
I've done
Oh,
that.
the crystal chakra wand? Come on. This is fabulous.
I would love that.
Right? You might even know what the hell it is.
You
That's good.
would not.
Number 8, gift cards to places you never go. Which that's
Oh,
kind of like redundant
that's-
now because you
that-
can just get like a Visa card.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Those
step it
are a
up,
pain in the
people.
ass,
No one wants a
too.
But I
Texas
like it.
Roadhouse gift card.
Or
Um,
In-N-Out burger
oh,
that doesn't exist in your
That's
state.
coming from trauma. That was a Christmas gift at one point.
some people would love
You can
that.
tell by how
Your
activated I
flannel
got.
will fit right into that restaurant. You're
Yeah.
fine.
9, chocolates from brands no one's heard of.
Ooh.
Dollar store
Ooh.
chocolate is marvelous.
Ooh.
Don't listen
Oh,
to
just. Oh, yuck.
Okay, 10 defeats me. Socks.
him. Oh.
Well, you just gave a whole.
It's
you
actually
know,
socks, socks, and more socks is how it's listed. Oh, come on. It said 13. Okay.
But that was
Oh,
only 10.
paywall.
Oh.
Oh, no, just kidding.
I'll give you the 10, but the 3 are going to cost you.
4 o'clock is a good time to film. 11, anything novelty.
Oh, yeah. That can go a lot of ways.
I don't know. I'm not going to unpack that. Number 12, anything exercise or diet related.
Preach.
To your point.
Yep.
Preach.
13,
My weight is nobody's business. That is how I feel about it. Just so we're clear.
13 is I'm the gift.
I was just thinking one of a terrible gift would be someone like showing up and be like, "You want to see your present?" And they're like, "Yeah, I tattooed your name right here."
Oh, God.
Be
That's
like,
number 14.
Oh
Tattoos.
God, get away from me.
Your
Well, a
ex furries
tattoo
are-
gift card, I think, is an exceptionally
To your
great
artist.
gift.
Yeah, for your
To
tattoo.
your
But yeah,
artist.
for your.
If it's somebody's first tattoo, maybe you should make sure if they want one first.
All right. We got
There you go.
Let's
With
do
that,
our outro.
We hope you guys have
Merry
a Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays, happy Yule, all of the things.
Hanukkah.
Happy
Hanukkah, solstice, whatever
Kwanzaa? I
you
don't
celebrate. And we will be rolling into New Year's and we will be talking about resolutions or alternative options.
Or lack
That guy-
thereof.
or lack thereof. With that, guys, have a good holiday. We wish you the best, and we will see you on the next episode. What is my exit? Go live life in high full color
color.
because plain is pretty boring. There we go.
Wow.
Yeah, pulled it off.
Nailed it.
Goodbye.